Hello, I'm Anita. This is Sightless Living. I am standing in front of a staircase, which I am going to climb.
Big bold text appears and reads, Sightless Living. Copyright symbol 2021-2025. Sightless Living. All rights reserved. Then disappears.
Usually when I climb the steps, I navigate to the right-hand side. So I find the handrail. I always look for the handrail. And then I hold on with my right hand and I hold my cane in my left. And I'm gonna knock each stair as I go up. And then I don't feel a stair, so I sweep. Now some people walk straight across, and sometimes you'll find that this is a landing and you start descending steps on the other side. I always hold on to the railing. I see it continues this way. I still sweep to see if there's another step, and there is. And it's coming this way. Sometimes they go straight this way, which is straight in front of me. This one sharply turns to my right. So I'm going to walk up the steps again and knock my cane as I go up. When I don't feel another step, I'll sweep the landing. And again, no more stairs. Now the landing is going this way, to my right. There's another flight up. I don't think I need to go up there. Let's see. Okay, so I felt the wall, there's no door. So I have to go up the flight again. I'll navigate to the right-hand side. Grab the handrail, hold my cane a little up in the air so I could knock each step. And there's a handrail. This is perfect. See? My cane is going somewhere. I don't know where, but it went down. Okay, so maybe this is some type of wall. I don't know. So I'll just feel, and I come up here, here's a railing, which is much thicker than the one for the stairs. So I'm assuming this is some kind of wall, some kind of railing. And that's going down. So I have no clue where I am. Never been in this building, in the staircase before. So I just scan with my hands. This is hot, so I'm assuming there's a window. And then I come over here. Now, I'm not saying you have to do this, but I do it because I want to know what the place looks like. And that's how I can discover it with my hands. And I keep hand wipes on me. So I am just walking around and following the paths. Some type of catwalk. I hear the elevator there. And I'm on the hallway. I found a handle. I don't feel any braille signs. No, so I'm assuming this is gonna let me out. Oh wait, here's a sign. Restroom. It says R-E contraction S-T R-O-O-M. I'll open the door. Doesn't work. Okay. So now I can go down the hallway to my destination. I'm still traveling. Got carpet under my feet. Here's the tile. Now remember when we walked this way, we had tile. So I'm just exploring. Okay, now we're back to the fancy foyer, and that feels like steps. Let me see if I can find a railing. So there's a railing. I gravitate to the right side. Okay, and there's a railing on the left. I always travel on the right. When I go down, I'll cross the cane across my body, a step in front of me, and then I'll just bang it or knock it on each step as I step down. And when I step down, I take a step, I bring my other foot to the step. I don't just walk down it unless I'm familiar with the staircase. Okay, this has a landing. So I step down, I look for the next step. It is a wall. What I do is I follow the wall because I don't know where the next stair starts. Here's the stair rail, the hand rail, and I feel it. My cane went down and dropped on the next step. So now I'm going to drop my cane down another step. So it's always a step in front of me, just like the escalator. So I step down, keep going, and I do it slow. And if anyone offers to help, I tell them no thank you. I let them go ahead of me. I got one more step to go. And then I look again, I'm following the handrail, another wall, and I don't feel any other steps. Let's see, what do we have here? And I don't feel any handrail until here. My cane dropped down on a step. I'm gonna drop it in a step in front of me so I don't trip over my cane. I'm gonna take a step down. So I can go a little faster because I'm familiar. And now I step down, because when you step down, you want to sweep. Just like when you get to the landing up, going up, you want to sweep. I don't feel any steps. The handrail has ended here on the wall. And just keep feeling. Now I feel sun here. I'm feeling this is a window and there's a bench here. I will walk here because I'm listening to traffic. So I'll follow the traffic. And back to the tile. There's carpet here letting me know there's an exit or entrance. So I'm just gonna step out. And now I can feel the sun. I have pavement under my feet. And that's how I navigate going up the stairs and how I descend down the stairs. There really is no set side that you should travel up. I usually do the right side because that's where we drive on the road in the United States. When I was driving, I used to drive on the right. When I was boating, used to boat on the right. So I naturally gravitate to the right side of a staircase. In the university, you'll find us both going up on the left and right. I still stay to the right because I'm blind now. I'm not sighted. So I'll travel on the right. I always find the handrail so I can hold on. You can always trip. You can get pushed. And it can become very dangerous. And just like I mentioned before, sometimes when you go up the staircase and you're feeling the landing, if you go straight, there won't be a wall. There'll be another railing and it takes you downstairs. So you don't know where you're going to end up. You could end up, on another floor, another part of the building. So I always check. I keep my hand on the handrail. So as I'm going up, because like I said, sometimes it makes a turn to the right. Sometimes it makes a U-E, which is a U-turn going back the other way you came. But instead of going down, you're going up. So stairs are funny. And then sometimes it's rounded, like when you're coming down the steps, descending the steps. Sometimes it's a straight wall. Sometimes it's curved. And again, I've been in buildings where the staircase actually split. Both sides were going down, but they weren't going the same direction. The one on the right would go down like 12 steps. The one on the left would go down 3 steps and then walk to your left. So when you're first learning to do the steps, it's kind of difficult. I always like to try to bring a sighted person with me in case I make mistakes. Sometimes I have made mistakes and be late to my appointment. That's the problem I have. But I've been asked, which side do you travel up the steps? I tend to travel on the right. Each staircase is an adventure. There's no uniformity. So that's what I don't like. Just like the bathrooms, no uniformity. Elevators, no uniformity. All you know is you have buttons in them and it takes you up or down. Same thing with the stairs. It has a railing. Now some don't, but they do have railings on both sides so you can travel at your own leisure. Some left-handed people like to travel up on the left. I stay on the right because this way, when you're going up on the right and you're coming down, you're still on your right because you're facing going up. So my back is to the camera. And then when I turn around, my front's to the camera. I still have my right hand and it goes on the right side of the wall and down the handrail. So it's up to you. Just be safe and watch your step. Here I am in a different staircase. This probably goes down 6 steps, and then there's a landing. It's like an O shape. I'll have the camera pan around. This is kind of a strange setup. That's why when you come in a fire door or a staircase door, you want to be careful and you want to look around. I came in slowly. Sometimes the landings are very short and the stairs are right there, or sometimes they're far apart. This is probably about the length, like maybe a length and a half of my cane. This is a 62-inch cane. So if you're not paying attention, you could easily fall down the steps. These are concrete, so I don't think that would feel nice. I gravitated to the right, maybe because I'm right-handed, maybe because the traffic's on the right-hand side in the United States, or maybe that's just the way I grew up because we always gravitated to the right. Now, if you live in Japan or the UK, you may gravitate to the left, or if you're left-handed, you may gravitate to the left. But this is why I wanted to show this. It doesn't matter what side you climb or descend the steps. You just have to be careful, especially as a blind person. I found the handrail. I'm sliding my cane on the first step. I don't want to go down. And I'm not going to go up. I'm just going to figure out how this is set up before I decide anything. So it comes over here. I'm sliding. And then, look here. There's another step. This is going up. So I got 1, 2, 3. And then there's a landing. I'm going to go up that. Now I'm up here on the landing. And now I'm going to feel, and I'm against the wall. So this is what I was talking about. I was in another building where you come up the steps, there's a landing, and then instead of a wall being here, there's more steps. So then you would go down this way. And I guess it split the building in half. I didn't go down this way to my left because I didn't know what hallway that was. But that's what I was explaining. Stairs are tricky because they're set up in so many configurations. Then you come up here. This staircase is in front of me once I get up. So if I was still on the floor where I was and I came up the steps, I climbed up the steps, I would turn to my right and climb up until I get to the next landing. So I would do my cane, that's the first step, second, third, fourth. I'm not moving, I'm standing at the landing. 5, 6, and then that feels like a landing after 6 steps. Yeah, I'm sweeping the landing with my cane, and that's it. I'm not going to proceed up the steps or down the steps. I just wanted to point out that different staircases have different configurations. So if you're going to an appointment or you're new in the building, I would check it out first before making any moves. If it's easier for you, you can have a sighted person come with you. It doesn't matter which way you climb, if you climb on the right or left, just that if you climb on the right, which I always do, I stick to the right side. I never travel in the center to hold up anybody else. If I'm at university and I'm going up the right side, I'll stay to my right. And I notice people that are in a hurry, they will pass by you on the left and keep going up. I never really had anybody stick to the left and climb unless they were going around you. And I never stop in the stairs because you can get pushed or you can fall, you can trip, you can cause somebody else to trip. Somebody may drop something, like in universities, they could drop a book and it will fall on the step and slide down. I've had that happen and it hit me in the top of my foot. So you gotta be careful and you have to pay attention. The first staircase I climbed wasn't really a good example because it had a foyer. So when you got up to the top floor, it had these railings like a bridge or a catwalk, and then it had different hallways to go down. But I always feel my way. I carry wipes so I can clean up my hands, or when I get to an office or somewhere I can find a restroom, wash my hands, and continue with my day. I'm gonna go back down these few steps I came up. So this is the left side. Let me check out the right side. I'm against the wall. There's a banister on the right. some stairs, I noticed there's no banister on the left side as you're going down. That's why I say I always navigate with my right hand, because whether I'm going up or down, I'm still on my right. So I took the right hand, I have it on the railing, that's the first thing I find. I get disappointed when I do look for railings and there are none. I have gotten to that, but usually the staircases without railings have less than 6 steps. I haven't found any that were steeper than that with no railing. But I don't like those, they're very dangerous. So again, I stand at the edge of the step, I take my cane, put it cross body, like put it a step below me. So as I step down, I'm not tripping on my cane, and I kind of like kick it out the way so it goes to the next step. And I'll just keep going down, sweep the landing, and go out. Moving back away. I missed that, and I could run down the steps. But by hearing the pattern of the person running down the steps, it seems like there are just a few steps, and then there's a landing. And then they went down a couple more steps, then it sounded like a landing. Then they went down a couple more steps. So like this one has 4 steps, I think I went up, and then that one has 6 going up, then there's a landing. Well, this one has 4, then there's a landing. Then you go up again, 6. Then there's a landing. Then you go up again, it's like in an O shape. Then you go up again, and that has about 4 steps. Then there's a landing. Then you come up again, and there's a landing. So that's how this staircase is made. And that's how I learn the different patterns. And next time I'm in this building, I can take the steps or the elevator, whichever is convenient, because I learned where the staircase is and the orientation of the steps. Here is a different scenario for stairs. I'm working my way up this staircase. This is carpeted. I came up, I'm on the landing, I sweep to see where the stairs are going, and they're to my right. I just wrap around with my hand on the handrail, and then we'll go up again, knocking the stairs. Okay, again to my right, I'm climbing the stairs. I'm gonna knock my cane against each stair. I get tile under my feet. At the top. Here I am in a garage staircase, and it's similar to all the other ones, so I'm going to go up the steps and knock my cane at the bottom of each stair. When I get to the landing, I'm going to sweep, which I'm doing. I step up on the landing, and then I trail. I go all the way to the corner and trail. I just don't assume and just step in the way of other people that could be coming down. I find a handrail so I can grab it, and then I proceed up and down the steps. I'm going to follow this down on the right. I already came up this, so I know it's a rectangular landing. I found my first step. I'm going to line my toes up to the edge, bring my cane down the stair in front of me, have it cross body, hang on to the handrail, and I'm going to step down and have the cane fall on each step. When I step down, I always bring my foot down to meet the other one. I could just walk with one foot, then the other foot, then the other foot, but if you don't know the staircase like I don't, then you could fall. So I don't want to take the chance. This is pavement. I think it would hurt So this is the level I want, but to the right of me is another staircase if I want to go down. I'm going to find the exit. Let me move out the right. Find the exit or entrance and leave. I like to move to the side because faster moving people will want to go around me, but I still stick to the right side. They can go around me on the left. I don't want to move in the middle or cross the steps. You could fall, lose your balance. So that's what I do. I always stay to the outer edge of where I'm traveling so I don't get in the way of other travelers. Another tip is when you get dropped off at a parking garage, I always ask the person to drop me off at the door, whether it's an Uber, family, or friend dropping me off. I never let them drop me off by the staircase or something like that because stairs are tricky. As a blind person, you can't read whatever signs are posted, so you won't know what direction you're traveling unless you're familiar with the area and you have done that route before. But when you go to different places, like different stores if you're in the mall, different buildings if it's a hospital center, you may not always be at the same staircase. So it's easier to have the person drop you off in front of the building near an entrance rather than leaving you in a garage. These are my favorite stairwells where they have signs letting you know where you are and what it is. Some don't have signs, others just say exit. Just indicating exit is not a help. You don't know if it's going outdoors, to another level, or what. This is my favorite type of stairway. There's a door in front of me. There's a sign. There's a big landing. Then you go up 2 flights of steps. So I'm standing in front of a flight. You just climb it. There's a big rectangular landing. You turn to your right and go up to another flight of stairs. Then just like here on this level, there's a door. I'm assuming it's going to tell you level 2 and all the way up to the top floor. This just has a basic staircase. You go to your right because it's a rectangular landing which has lots of room, and then you find the second staircase. So these are my favorite. They're simple, easy to do. And this one also has a door to the outside. So I'm assuming it's a fire door because it stays locked. And there it is over there. This staircase has 2 railings on both sides. It's kind of narrow for 2 people, but it's doable. I'm just doing how the people climb stairs. If you have like bags and totes and luggage or book bags, it could be kind of tight. And normally what people do, like when I was trying to film here, someone came in, they went to the left and climbed around me and kept going. So I like when the staircases have enough room for 2 people so some can pass. Some staircases are very narrow where you have to really scoot to the right and hang on so they can pass you. And whatever they're carrying is still rubbing up on you because it's not enough room. This is just a simple staircase where you can just go up the steps and knock your cane each time. Then it curves to the right and goes up again. I'm not going to go up any further. I'm going to go back down. I hope you enjoyed this staircase video. There is really no proper side to climb. You can climb on the right, you can climb on the left. You can climb in the center. I like to follow what people are doing around me. I notice a lot of people climb on the right. I always climbed on the right. Some people, they climb on the left. They feel comfortable doing that. I'm right-handed, I climb on the right. Some are left-handed, they climb on the left. So it's up to you. Just be safe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so YouTube will share it with others. I know when some people watch, they get upset because every video is not an iPhone video. This is a lifestyle channel, so you will see all types of information on this channel. Some people get upset if it only has iPhone videos. So please be patient. There are all kinds of things you can see on this channel. If you don't like the content, maybe this channel is not for you. And I understand. There are things I look at and aren't for me, but I don't leave rude comments. Please watch the videos in their entirety to see if you would like the channel. All the new subscribers, I thank you for subscribing and hope you stick around. Thanks for joining me for this video, and I'll see you next time.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thanks for watching.